Cook what you got, and today we're making a high-protein roasted green chili and bacon mac. So this one you're going to start with the green chili. I got it roasted in the air fryer about 10 minutes. Put it into this deli container with the lid for a few. Once it sweats, you're going to peel the outside layer, cut the stem, seeds come off, and then leave the chili in there. You're going to add in about a cup of cottage cheese, about a cup of milk, and then the seasonings I listed. And then you're just going to blend it however much you want. I really like mine blended down to where it's nice and smooth. This recipe and all these kind of protein, cottage cheese recipes are very simple. Once you get your sauce, goes into the pan with a little bit of butter, and you're just going to warm it up. The big goal from here on, because like I did a video of this a while back where I just kind of went with this, maybe put a little bit of cheese. This one's going to be more of a mac and cheese, so as the sauce is heating up, get your pasta going. I did the cavatappi pasta, I think it is, from Aldi, and then I went in with a few cups of jack cheese and cheddar cheese, just to give some color, and it needs to be a little bit more cheesy than the pasta sauce of last time. This does not take long. You're going to stir it, make sure the cheese gets incorporated. If you have trouble with it breaking, like this sauce did just a little bit, you can always put it back into the blender or put the immersion blender and get it just stirred up a little bit better, but not a big deal. But once that pasta is ready, you're going to just move it over straight into the sauce, finish cooking the pasta in the sauce, and then you're going to add a little bit of that pasta water for the starch. I added some bacon crumbles to mine just to give some saltiness, because I didn't really have any other meat I wanted to go in with this, and I usually love like cheesy mac with some sort of meat. So this was a nice little easy way to add that kind of dimension without going too crazy. This whole thing was ready in like 15 minutes. It was nuts. Very, very creamy, very delicious. At the end, I added a little bit more seasoning just to kind of round it out a little bit better. But you can see there was a lot of sauce. Very cheesy. You could also add the shredded cheese at the end if you want those like stringy cheese pulls. To be honest, in pasta, I'm not crazy about that. I'd rather have it incorporated into the sauce just like this. This was bomb, y'all. Like, I don't know how good it comes out in the videos sometimes, but this one was delicious. It did not last long. Not overly healthy, I would say, because it is kind of heavy, but with plenty of protein, plenty of stick-to-your-rib ingredients. This was a very simple dish that came out great. And then I put some, I think I did some, what was the truffle hot sauce? That's what it was, the truffle hot sauce. And then I did some tapatio, my classic. But that acid will help balance that out, makes it really, really tasty. This is why I love stuff like this, because I would have never figured out you could use cottage cheese in pasta sauce. And it's become one of my favorites. If you like this stuff, give me a follow. And as always, feed your people.